Hello. Our group has been tasked with analyzing the data collected by Google Analytics regarding this resort hotel in Georgia. What are we doing with the data? Hopefully, giving them some good old-fashioned advice. The Hotel Carpe Diem Godari is a hotel located in Godari, Georgia. Here, if you're like me and don't have the faintest clue where that is. This place also happens to be one of the highest quality skiing resorts in the greater Eastern European area. So, who is visiting this place? Well, we don't really know who's actually there. What we can tell you is who is visiting their webpage since September 1st this year. Kind of the same thing, right? We can safely assume that this is not really the ideal vacation destination for the older generation, seeing as it is a skiing resort located on a really tall mountain range. And according to Google Analytics and this graph, we can see that the data can back us up on this. In fact, it seems like millennials make up the largest demographic of users on the website. In this section, we will be discussing the way we decided to collect the data for this analysis. Google Analytics was a key tool we used in order to learn what we could from the Carpe Diem Hotel's website. We focused on primarily 4 aspects: the audience, meaning the current age and nationality demographics, language and things called affinity categories, the behavior, meaning the way the users interact with the website, how long they stay for, and what subpages they visit, and lastly, the strengths and weaknesses of the website in its entirety in regards to its effectiveness in the online sphere. Ages 25 to 44 make up the majority of visitors of this website. The largest demographic of traffic originates from Georgia, clocking in at 40%. However, this number may be skewed due to hotel guests visiting the website during their stay. Otherwise, the top nationalities are Russian, Polish, and surprisingly from the United Arab Emirates. As far as language goes, English clocks in at the number 1 language at 57%, Russian coming in at second at 10.70%, and the others are below 5% each, surprisingly even Georgian itself. Not as surprisingly, travel buffs make up the largest affinity category, meaning they all share traveling as a key personal interest. Interestingly, a quite large amount of traffic is marked with a tag called news and weather. This seems to be due to the website hosting a live camera feed from the resort and certain visitors wanting to check the weather in real time. The website itself seems to be suffering from the quite sizable bounce rate, meaning new visitors that leave the website shortly after landing. The reasons for this can vary greatly, but it suggests that the landing page is not informative or relevant enough. It is also likely that the bounce rate is affected by people browsing different ski resorts online and deciding against a Hotel Carpe Diem for one reason or another. The majority of users the past 2 months are categorized as new visitors, and only a small percentage are returning users. Around half of all traffic came from organic searches, which were almost exclusively from Google. A quarter of the traffic comes from direct sources. The reasons for this can vary, but we suspect that it may be the fact that unknown or unidentifiable traffic is often categorized as direct traffic. This section is simply to conclude the relevant information that we were able to confidently present. For one, it is surprising that the amount of social traffic to the website is so small, despite their online presence being quite high quality, looking at their Facebook and Instagram pages, not to mention the website itself. If we were to make a comparison to a hotel with similar characteristics to the Hotel Carpe Diem, we can take a look at the Kranz Ambassador Hotel in Switzerland, which we experienced being a little more pleasing to the eyes and offering a better online booking system. Furthermore, the Kranz Ambassador Hotel seems to appear at the top of a Google search without specifying the location in the query. While this is not the same for the Carpe Diem, this is most likely simply due to the names of the hotels, though. Due to low social media traffic, an increased effort on the social media channels would most likely yield good results, seeing as the majority of website visitors consist of young and middle-aged adults. Shift the focus away from Facebook, which in 2021 is mostly catering to a demographic older than this. On top of that, Landing page might need a rework, especially on mobile devices where the web page is quite clunky as it does not have a layout designed for mobile devices at all. And lastly, keep the live camera as it seems to be quite useful for a lot of people.